There we go. Okay. So we were saying, Yo John might be. No, it's not you. It's us. It's definitely us. The internet's also being screwy right now, so we're.
I don't know if we have audio.
There it is. We have
There
problems
we
with technology
go.
sometimes.
Okay, sorry. Going away.
You good? All right.
Making sure it was working.
Yep, we're back. Now we got it. So thank you guys. Appreciate the heads up on that. We did a whole filming during the bake auction without any audio to it as well. So we've been, yeah. Okay, so we've been playing around with the audio stuff. So we're gonna try a new introduction with Mr. Bryce. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Do you know what you're gonna say?
No, I'm just going to say it as
Just
it comes
wing
to my
it.
head.
This is like typing with people watching.
Yeah.
It's payback. Okay, are you ready?
Yep. Welcome, one and all, to the Project Tribute Foundation podcast, starring Lacey Davis, our Director of Communications, and John Beckloff, the owner and founder of the Project Tribute Foundation. My name is Bryce Wood, and I am the Director of Operations here to host your night of fun and debauchery on the Project Tribute Foundation podcast.
Other than that, there will be no debauchery.
Oh, there'll be debauchery.
Okay. Well, hi guys.
Hi.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear too much of us?
Yeah,
Maybe,
that was
maybe.
well, and what sucks, like the TikTok people, they just don't get that.
Yeah.
No.
They-
Sorry,
Um,
TikTok.
Alrighty, so we had a really good weekend, and you guys. We also, I almost forgot, we saw the Storm Tracker truck.
We did.
So I did see that Mr. Kevin's going to be having surgery, so we're going to kind of wish him a safe surgery. But so Kevin is a Storm Tracker for Channel 6, and he's now got the Project Tribute logo on the back of his truck.
Repping
So-
the brand.
Yeah.
Looked good.
Sure did.
So thank you for the like. Let's see here. EMTP wife. Sorry, it's on TikTok. So Kevin was there, you guys were there. So what'd you
Yep.
think? That was your first time to see Okie Jeep Jam.
It was great. Everybody was super nice. And then even just like talking the numbers, we did fantastic. And then we had some really good conversations that I'm sure we'll talk about that'll
Yep.
hopefully make it even more beneficial to us in the future.
I had a great time. It was fun. I like talking to the people. I thought it would be a little bit bigger than it was, but there were a ton of Jeeps there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really spread out. I didn't realize, because the first year I was so busy I didn't step out. So then this year, because you guys were there, I was able to just go kind of walk about. Next year they've asked about taking some photos with the Jeep, because the tribute Jeep matches all the theme of what they have. So that's my goal next year, is to set it up where I can take the Jeep and us really participate a little bit more. But we were able to raise over $2,000. So that was a much needed boost to our foundation. We're almost not working in the negative from what we
Yay.
started the year with.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. I just thank everybody. And so if you saw us over the weekend and you bought any of our Project Tribute shirts, or if you've ever bought Project Tribute shirts, do us a huge favor and just take the time and take a photo in your Project Tribute gear and tag us. That helps other people see us and know that we're a real organization.
I'll make a post about that too. Just get a collection going of everybody in their shirts.
Yeah.
Nice.
It stunk because I went around looking for people wearing our stuff, and there was like earlier in the day I'd seen like 50 people.
Right.
And then I walked around, I walked all the way out to the obstacle course, and I found one dude, and he was like super happy to take a photo, and I'll go and post it later. But I was like, hey,
That's
man,
awesome.
can I get a photo of you in your Project Tribute shirt? And he's like, shoosh, yeah. So maybe he'll see that. I don't know.
That's
But
awesome.
He was awesome. Thank you, sir.
Well, and that's what was exciting, is the amount of people that they'd never been there, but they saw about us on the video. And I don't know what video they were talking about.
Yeah.
I still don't. So they were coming through and just wanted to meet us and hear about us and hear our story. So
Definitely.
the huge shout out to Nick Martin and the Bravado team. So Bravado Wireless out of Muskogee. I think they cover more than just that area, but they sponsored not only our booth, and they sponsored us last year, but then they put me up in a place to stay for the weekend. So our total investment of just to get there and all that stuff was just a couple $100 versus a hotel stay and all that. So their help kept our costs super low, which I cannot thank them enough.
Very generous.
Yeah.
Very
So
kind.
and we got to spend a lot of time with the Okie Overland guys. They were they brought their gear out, and they slept in their Jeeps the whole weekend. So
Nice.
that was the solid group.
Yep.
And then the Kamikaze Custom folks, they were out there as well. So
Always great to see all them.
yeah, solid. So coming up events, the big one we've got coming this weekend, and right now we're trying to just watch the weather, but our intent is for it to happen unless something. Hey, that's on Twitch.
Nice. You're probably our first Twitch watcher.
Yeah,
you're our first Twitcher.
That's awesome. I don't know that we can say that.
Well, it's out there now.
It's out there.
Well, is that what you would call a Twitch person? A Twitcher?
I don't know. I feel old nowadays.
That sounds bad.
Okay.
What happened?
I was just reading that.
So we got Noah joined, Layback E Designs, and Danny Armour. So what's going on, guys? Let's see here. So the on this Saturday, the 28th, we're doing our trunk or treat. Christian out of Dewey, he said that there's for sure 2 patrol cars going to be joining, maybe a third.
Heck yeah, that'd be awesome.
And then I know that we've got Miss Marilyn. They were going to bring the race car if everything worked out where they could.
Sweet.
And then we've got hopefully our Jeepers. So if you're available and just, I don't care what, I mean, you can ride your bicycle or just walk there and hand out candy. But we're going to be doing our Turk or Trunk at the Project Tribute office, and it's going to start at 5:30. What is there a time that we're ending at?
I think we said 5:30 to 7:30. I noticed that there's actually a couple of other events in town the same night that are from like 6 to 9. So it's perfect. They can
see us and then
here, and then they can go do those others.
Nice. And we'll have it kind of, I mean, you can quickly get in and out. The foundation office is, I mean, the parking lot goes all the way around the building, so it's easy to get in and out. And I think maybe Friday we'll put up some posters or just something to say, come see us tomorrow, or maybe we do it in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a bunch of live streaming and all those things.
Make sure and go share it on the Bartlesville pages too.
Yeah.
If they let us.
Yes.
Yep.
Sometimes they like us, sometimes they don't.
I have some poster boards, so I'll make some posters.
Okay, cool. And we so we'll have the shirts will be there and yard signs and all that stuff. So even if you just want to stop by and just spend some money and come support us, you're able to. And then if you're participating, the neat thing is you're going to have restrooms and we'll have snacks and all that stuff. That way you're comfortable. That's to me my favorite events are the ones that take care of the vendors, like Okie Jeep Jam. Same thing that whenever you go out to, did you go with me to the Burial Mound Shooting Center?
No, not this past time though.
I can't wait for you guys to go see that because
I'm excited for that. It sounds like it's fun.
Oh man, because they always have the barbecue smoker going, and Susie and John they're just amazing. I mean, you're literally on their family's land, and they are just fantastic humans. And so I think they've got a running gun that happens in December. So we'll figure that one out as well.
That would be fun. Yeah, we should try to attend.
Yeah, my goal would be to have some hoodies from from Overland Apparel. By then, hopefully we can. That way we have some gear for the cold weather
for sure.
So,
and then for the trunk or treat too, we're thinking about putting shirts out and selling some.
Yeah, we'll have them available for sure.
Cool.
I feel we could probably just do the tent and put it out there. Just weather permitting is it looks like the chance of rain is mostly like that Friday night, but we'll just keep an eye on it.
And then probably do the same promotions as we were doing at the
Jam.
So shirts $10, pretty much everything $10 except tumbler cups. Some of y'all have seen those, $20. We're doing the Christmas ornaments. I would get those while they're here. I don't know if they're going to be here, too much
only
longer.
$1.
Yeah,
only $1.
And
they light up.
They're nice ornaments, dude.
I'd almost go grab one if we could. But I didn't think about the whole promoting thing. But regardless, come get them. Only $1. I'm
not opposed to doing the shirts at $5 for that one event, but we're going to need some more candy though.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know how much the shirts are, you'll have to show up and see whatever we decide if you want.
And if you want to financially support us.
If you'd like to financially support us, we ask that you text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977. And we ask that you make a monthly donation of only $5, less than a cup of coffee a month. Please.
I like that we found this button.
It's the
and I love that he always says, please.
Right at the end.
There's
There's also sound buttons on the board. I don't quite know what they all do. I think they do things.
Oh, this could be scary.
I thought about making noises as you were pressing them.
Well, I mean, they're one of these buttons does stuff. I mean, now you're gonna remember. That was the doing button.
I think you pressed the one below it.
Okay.
Doing.
Oh, see, I didn't even hit the button that time. So what's wrong with you? Look, if you're gonna own that, own it. Okay, that's all I ask.
I'm sorry, sir.
TikTok has no idea what's going on here. All right, so let's see here. What else? We had a gal from she's a officer in Oklahoma City. Reach out trying to figure out how to get some bleed kits to her I think family in Israel. And so I just told her, hey, we're just some idiots trying to figure this out. So however we can, I did too.
That's good.
So however we can support her. I know that she was working with Forrest over at Refuge Medical, and if you guys haven't checked out Refuge Medical, another phenomenal company. I can't say enough about those guys. I love them. They've done such a great job and so much quality. So we talked about the knockoff tourniquets. It's also another reason to be careful. Just because it's on Amazon for cheap doesn't mean it's good.
People are dying because of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the windlass is breaking because it's the Refuge Medical ones are coming from North American Rescue, and those are the real deal. So yeah. What else?
How about conversations we had at Okie Jeep Jam about potentially working with them going forward?
Yeah, so we talked with them. They'll have to send it to their committee. They asked for us, but we definitely asked if we could have some kind of a financial partnership with Okie Jeep Jam, and so they're. I don't know. I hope it comes to fruition. The neat thing is then if we did that, we would have Baxter Springs, which Brent Leslie are working on, and then we would have the Your Mom Liked the Live. That's one of my kids' friends.
No, I think it's your kid.
Your mom?
Yeah.
No, it's one of his friends.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Nate.
You think?
Yeah.
Thank you, friends, moms.
Hey, man, I don't care. He's helping. It's
Thanks
fine.
for the like, whoever you are and whoever gave it.
Well, that's the conversation I thought you were talking about. So I went live on TikTok, and there was a person that was very anti what we're doing, and they kept commenting, and they were bickering with other people, and I just kept verbally telling them, like, the more you comment, the more engagements we receive, and the more people are going, like, you're just helping me. Like
they accused us of being communists. Well, definitely not communist. Not at all. Not even a little.
This is how rumors begin.
Bryce.
We are not communist, I promise. No communism here.
Oh, dear.
Oh, sorry.
First thing, we support freedom.
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 This is how we get
America.
No.
That's as far as
yes,
I go.
but stop there.
I sure was.
Thank you. Hey, country girl niece just joined, and it's all American flags, so that worked out.
Nice.
And then Big Poppy just said cuckoo caca. So
beautiful.
Excellent content.
Yeah, this is going exactly how I expected it to.
This is TikTok.
So if you guys are watching on Facebook, we're also live on TikTok and Instagram, and so we did talk about doing some kind of a 24-hour marathon, and I think that I just would like to play a game like Uno or Monopoly. Risk feels risky,
right?
But so I don't know, but if you guys have ideas, we're kind of curious what are ways that we can help do some donations or some fundraisers. We do want to do another bake sale, but thinking of pushing it back towards December. So trying to figure out something we can do to fundraise for November. So if you're watching, or if you see this later on, we are all ears. But it just the big thing is we're short on time, so we want to figure it out. But I think that I want to do a 24-hour fundraiser.
I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be great. We just need ideas of things to do for 24 hours because Monopoly for 24 hours could get old.
That'd become a very angry room. Tables would be flipped.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big table, but I do feel like the table still could get flipped.
It could. It could. Bryce might get smashed against the wall if the table goes.
Y'all ever watch It's Always Sunnier in Philadelphia?
No.
I haven't. I hear it's funny though.
Oh man. Okay. They have their own game that they made up. We could try to do that ourselves. Like make our own board game.
Okay. Let's do it.
You need to watch that episode though, like to fully understand what I'm suggesting.
Okay.
We have a game that we made in college just called Drunk Jenga. We didn't really make it, but the concept.
You didn't make it to the end, or you just didn't make the game up?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But that's fun. But I mean, probably not something we'd want to do in a 24-hour liveathon.
Yeah, publicly. That's the
we might lose some followers.
Or
we might gain some followers.
Yeah, a new following.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be fun. Maybe, I don't know, play games, watch a movie. Maybe
With commentary.
Maybe with
What
some
was
kind
the-
of. Oh, that would be
the-
great. I love movie commentary.
What was
Yeah.
that? Like the music movie mystery
Um,
theater or whatever, where it had the 4 robots and you would see the movie and then you would see their shadows at the bottom as they're commenting throughout the whole movie.
That would be fantastic because if you ask anyone, but especially ask my wife, I am nothing. If I'm nothing, if I'm not a movie commentator,
Okay.
I talk the entire time.
Beautiful.
It's got to be something like, we got to go old school, which is like our youth. Sorry, like The Land Before Time.
Oh, I've seen
Oh, I
that.
love
That
that
was my
one.
thing. That was my jam when I was a kid.
Really?
Okay, so like that's
There's a few things.
the Feifel Goes West,
Yeah.
the Great American we
You
got to
lost
go.
me.
Yeah,
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
what is that? That was the slug bug, wasn't it?
The flying car.
Yeah, but it was the Beetle.
No.
No,
No. Way before Beatles were things.
no, there
Like
was
an
the
old timey car.
yeah, but there was the one that was like the Beetle, the Beetle, the
Yeah, but that's not the same movie.
okay. It was like it had like the number 8 on it.
Yeah.
Does anyone know if you're watching? What's the movie that had? Don't you look this up? We have followers for this. Google, tell us the answer. Not your Google, their Google.
Love Bug.
You think? That's your guess.
That's my guess.
Okay, you're fired.
I didn't even do anything wrong this time.
You gave the wrong answer.
You don't know that.
I do.
Do you have a
just
guess?
observing.
Do you have a guess?
I don't. That's not in my generational.
Okay, so I have a
knowledge.
question. What year
Mm.
were you born?
98.
What's Jenny's phone number?
Holy what?
You know how old I was?
No. Well, I mean, you probably told me. At
You
one
probably
point.
should have asked me when I came on.
No, I knew how old he was, but that's part of the conversation.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
What's
Nin-
Jenny's number? What year were you born?
I don't even know who Jenny is, let alone what her number is.
Carry the one. I don't.
Dude, what year were you born?
85.
What's Jenny's number? 8675309.
I know that. I didn't know that was
Come on.
Jenny's number.
That's Jenny's number.
Herbie. Ha! You were wrong.
No, isn't it Herbie the Love Bug?
Good for you on trusting the followers.
Come
to
on,
provide some
Facebook.
Thank
Isn't
you.
it
Strong
Herbie the Love Bug?
feedback there.
Oh,
How long are we gonna wait? Like just the awkward pause.
let's see.
We must know.
No, you were not allowed to
no,
Google this.
no, I'm seeing. Maybe Cody told me. Maybe he's watching the live because he sent me a snap.
You know
That-
what movie that I watched the other night that was fantastic? I mean, it's
No,
like
that's not
it's
it.
a great one.
He
but
didn't. He didn't.
Gladiator.
Marilyn, thank you.
Herbie.
Boom. That's 2 different people.
Okay.
Facebook user and Marilyn. Boom.
But Marilyn, mother, isn't
think
it
so.
Herbie the Love Bug?
Don't answer. She can stay wrong if you don't answer. Boom. Still fired.
Hmm.
Mic drop.
Shut up.
So Gladiator.
Okay, so
Great movie.
that's a good movie, but it gets awkward. The dude tries to make out with his sister.
Yeah, but that's the point. Is he's a weirdo.
Well, yeah, but like that's just too like good movie. I'll agree with you. It's a good movie, but like that scene, like
Maximus Decimus Meridius,
son
Command-
of.
commander
Oh,
of
there
the
you go,
legions
yeah.
of the North. And I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Love it. Yes, Herbie the Love. Marilyn Jackson, you now have to pay $5.
Disappeared, so we weren't sure if people could hear us or not.
Now we're back. Okay, so I just touched the mouse. I don't
See,
know what happened.
All we know is John told Marilyn that she's gonna have to pay $5 a month, and then we disappeared for a minute.
I pay enough for her too. See, Herbie the Love Bug.
I don't see anything. Do you see anything? I'm colorblind. It doesn't make sense.
I don't see anything.
You guys suck.
Boom.
I don't even know what a love
Thanks,
bug
Mom.
is or a Herbie.
Thanks, Mom.
That's your mom.
That is my mom.
Thanks, Mom.
So you all could have just coordinated and made it up, and then she could have gotten on Facebook, and then
Collusion.
you
Collusion.
Wikipedia shenanigans.
Fired again. Well, you never even rehired,
Right,
so
you can't-
double fired.
It's like pulling over. I've already pulled over. You can't pull over anymore. All right, fundraiser ideas. What else?
Text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977 now and make a monthly donation to help us support our first responders.
I should write down. I don't pay attention to the numbers you're saying, and I need to make sure that you're saying the right ones.
He is.
I looked at the screen.
He is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. There we
I
go.
think
We're
I
good.
just memorized that crap. I can't memorize anything.
I do.
I'm
I
the
can't
only one.
tell you what I ate for lunch yesterday, but I could tell you stupid numbers like that.
I couldn't tell you what I ate for lunch today, and I probably couldn't tell you what I said 5 seconds ago.
Mhm.
So
I don't know.
kind of in one lobe and out the other, and that's where it goes.
I know my ex-husband's
ether.
social security number.
Text Bleed Kit to 396-3977.
Text Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977. And definitely don't accuse Lacey of
I would never do
stealing
anything
someone's
with it.
identity.
I would never do anything with it.
Hey, watch this. Plausible deniability. Out the
Yeah.
window.
Lacey's like, for the record, let the record show.
God, you're bad as
What?
nothing at all.
What?
Don't make eye contact.
All right, I'm out. See you guys later.
Okay, so let's see here. December, we will start sales for the tickets, right? For the February.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we still don't quite know, so we'll have to get with Miss Angie on that one. On like how. So we've got the ticket sale option through
Right.
Snowball.
Right. We'll just use that, I think.
Okay.
I think that's going to be the easiest.
I do too.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet, but we do have it.
Mhm.
And then February is the banquet.
February 10th at Tri-County Tech.
I'm probably going to say February 8th. I don't know how many times, so I'm not in charge of saying that one anymore.
February 10th.
It'll be
February?
documented on social media, so
That's fair.
that no one has to trust our word for it.
$25 a ticket. Get you your meal and some drinks.
And we're talking beer and wine or beer. We're
Boom.
adult drinks. We're trying to
Yes.
figure out what.
Yes.
Can't beat that deal.
No, and then the food menu we've talked through a couple times. It seems like it's going to be a great event. Just a solid way to just to kick off the year with a fundraiser for the foundation. Get our supporters together. Also try to share a little bit about the work we're doing and help game plan for the rest of the year. But we're set for a pretty strong 2024 already. So I'm excited to see what else we can do. But we definitely need your help.
Absolutely.
Now say absolutely.
Absolutely.
What else we got?
I don't know. We got through our big event.
Yeah, we got through. I mean, the Okie Jeep Jam was definitely the biggest one, and then
We're gonna do a bake auction in December. We don't know if we touched on that yet.
yeah, we're talking about doing that. Just basically doing the same thing where we will try to see if we can get some more items to auction off. We made what was it, just about $1,000 on that.
Mhm.
Yep. Very
so,
good.
So in October, we've been able to fundraise about $3,000, which is solid. I mean, that's a lot that we can do to support our first responders. So again, the big things that, as we're talking through the things that you can do to help, the biggest one right now is setting up that $5 a month donation.
Yep.
We look through, and I mean, if you've got your Spotify where the $30 a month or whatever, so you don't have commercials, man, consider dropping that and doing $5 a month and hearing a couple commercials, because with that same money, I can save some lives.
Yep.
So that's the biggest challenge is just the $5. I mean, if everybody pushed their friends, their social media community to look at us and do that $5 a month, we can really make some differences in our first responders and the lives that they impact.
And that's the great thing too, is it's awesome that we can all feel like we can shamelessly plug it, because you're not giving us $5. What?
No, I just love how you said that.
Anyway, you're not giving us $5 that's going to go into somebody's pocket. You're giving us $5 that's going to go directly to putting gear in the hands of first responders. So there's really no better cause that you could give to, and no more trustworthy source that you could hand it over to. It's going to make sure that it gets spent properly. And like John always says, you're going to see the money come in, you're going to see the gear that we buy, and you're going to see it in the hands of the first responders who it's for. So definitely, if y'all can find some way to afford it, $5 a month, or if you're blessed enough to do more, that would really help us reach our goals and then make sure our first responders have what they need.
Yeah, we're sitting at $430,000 now of requests, and all of it is, I mean, some of this stuff is really pretty cool. Like the local law enforcement officers were showing me that they have to, because of fentanyl. It's pretty terrifying that they showed me the kind of some stuff that they were having to package up and the steps that they were having to take to stay safe. And so it's just, and that's what we were just talking through of how scary just a single fleck of that. And it's, so there's anything from ways to be safer on the job to respond to emergencies such as the bleed kits or the tourniquets, and even down to the fire extinguishers. I mean, those are the whole purpose of those is just for them to help, safely get somebody out of the car if a very small fire, not to go into a building and that's ablaze with them. It's more the very small stuff that they are safe to support. And we're doing those on Thursday, by the way.
Oh, nice. Very
Yes.
cool.
So ABB was gracious enough that they donated enough for us to buy, I think it was 65 or 64 fire extinguishers.
Cool.
And so that was a solid partnership that James Brown helped us develop. So Thursday morning, we're going to be meeting over at ABB to take a photo and hand over all those fire extinguishers.
Nice. Hitting on that fentanyl deal. I don't know how much people really know about it, but like it can be like somebody who had fentanyl or took something that had fentanyl could touch something, and you could come by and touch that very same thing later, and you could die from an overdose just from having touched what they touched. It reminded me the other day, I was at work and it looked like somebody had probably tried to steal the catalytic converters off one of the vans because there was a flashlight tucked underneath one of the tires. And so in my head, I'm just thinking, oh, this is probably just something like a team dropped and left under there. So I just went and grabbed it. And then my partner came out and he was talking like, oh, it was probably somebody that came by and tried to steal the cats. And I was like, after he said that, I was like, well, a lot of these people, they're stealing that stuff to buy drugs. I'm like, I just touched that and I didn't even think about it. And so people don't think about how easily something like that can become a situation now where you're having to deal with stuff like fentanyl, and how important, like that one request that we got from BPD for a device like that.
Well, that's what is my kid. They were on a band trip and they sent a photo of a fentanyl vending machine, and I told him don't touch the machine.
No,
I mean, simple as that. Like, don't touch that. And it was just one of those things where it's so bad that they're having to take dramatic steps towards it. So that's going to be probably one of the more expensive items that have been requested from us, and I fully support it. But it's also we've got a lot of other very much needed things between the bleed kits really is the biggest one, and then trying to figure out ways that we can support getting bleed kits to places such as Ukraine or Israel as well. So those we could definitely use some help.
We could take a journey to our website and show people some of the requests on there if you want to.
Okay, yeah,
just to show and tell people both on Facebook, but then also we could relay that to people on TikTok and Instagram too, that these are the types of things that we're getting requests from and who we're getting them from.
Isn't it Journey that sings "Don't Stop
Believing"?
Hold on to that feeling.
That was good. I like it.
You don't have to lie.
Yeah. Okay. So the most common thing, the two questions I get, one is how I'm a firefighter. How do I ask for stuff from you?
Yeah, we get those a lot.
If you're looking on a computer, at the top is the agency request form. If you're looking on your phone, it'll be 3 lines. So you click that agency request form, you go down here, fill the form out, and it's what's your name? What do you need? So pretty straightforward. On the donation request, same thing. We've got all the various requested and submitted. So this one's one of our oldest, and it's turnout gear for 3 firefighters in Louisiana. It is the full turnout gear. So it's somewhere between $50,000 and $75,000. And then if you click any of these, I've got it set up where you can just click that and it'll take you right to our donation page. And then you can do this on your phone, but this is where you could set up that $5 a month donation. And you can kind of see that already through this, we've raised $1,000 of our $400,000 goal. And it seems lofty, but it's really not. Lacey did the math. How was it? 8 months?
8 months. If every one of our Facebook followers gave $5 a month, we could have it done in 8 months.
Yeah. So that's kind of our thought, is that if we could set up, on doing the 24-hour marathon, just trying to get folks and figuring out a way that if somebody donated, what do we, what
like
occurs?
An incentive for somebody to just sign up for that $5 donation.
But so like I need to mark this. So we've completed this one.
Yeah, we have a few on there where you need to go in and complete.
Yeah. So the next on deck is going to be the Jinx mass casualty. So about $3,000. And then I talked we've got Play for Burke Foundation. I reached back out to them. We've got 3 new fire engines here in Bartlesville that they're asking for the mass casualty kits. And then Bartlesville Ambulance asked for them as well. Then the ballistic shields would be the bulk of kind of our bigger requests from 2022. After that, it's going to be the bleed kits.
So bleed kit wise, we're at about $60,000 requested.
Okay. And those are easy. I mean, you cannot do anything different with those than what they're intended.
Right.
Let's see here, individual first aid kit again for Stevens County. So the rest of it's going to be bleed kits, ballistic shields.
The other thing I was going to say too that maybe not everybody knows is with those bleed kits, if anybody uses the stuff that's in those bleed kits or opens them up, Refuge Medical will replace them, which is the awesome thing. Is like your donation not only provides a bleed kit, but it also provides the ability to get it replenished in the event that it gets used. So really important that we get those donations, because it's your donation is a donation that keeps giving even after you already put the gear in their hands.
Well, and that's what, the sales that we earned over the weekend, I'm going to use to buy replacement bleed kits. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 kits right now. That's all I have on hand. Right. And so I want to try to keep 10. So we'll use the money to buy 10 bleed kits. That way, if first responder uses it, we can replace it. Yep. But so far, 14 lives. So we've replaced 14 bleed kits so far.
Those are just the ones that we know about that we're able to report it on. That's not even like just, people that were assisted. Maybe it wasn't a life-threatening situation, but it, aided.
Well, and we also know of in the same week, the number 14, one of the two of the kits were used in Watauga for a gunshot wound. Yep. So it wasn't life-threatening, but they were used.
Exactly.
Or we've had the unfortunate where they provided treatment and the life was still lost.
Yep.
So they're out there being used constantly. So fire hose, that one's a little bit different. Another full turnout for Louisiana. And turnout's the boot, the jacket. It is the full gear for them to safely walk into a fire.
The whole 9, yeah.
And then the final, and I need to add it. It's a device that what the agencies are able to do is the laser light goes through a bag to see what the contents are, and then Rich, you remember the smell? That it's that, like legit, it's that it can go through the bag and tell them what's in the bag without them having to take a content.
That's like some Batman level stuff.
It was, and so because currently they have to physically take a spoon, take something to make contact with the product to then test what it is for court to say, yep, we know scientifically that this is fentanyl or this is cocaine or whatever it is. And so the device, and that's why it's so expensive, it's able to see what that is through the bag, so they're not having to make skin-on-skin contact. But the steps that they're having to take to make sure that they make no contact with it, or what if any touches them, is that they have people watching them the whole process and having Narcan at the ready. But that's such a volatile risk that if we can help with that one, but it's just going to be real expensive to fundraise for.
Right.
So we've got some big requests, but we've also got just a lot of small ones. I mean, if you look, the Washington County Sheriff's Office, they know that we're doing the fire extinguishers, so they've asked for funding for a couple extras of their patrol cars. Kilman Rock Police Department, Coffeyville, Chouteau, Crawford, Custer County, Carnegie, Noble, Savannah, Hector, Manford. The point is rural.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's our niche.
Y'all, if you're looking at these and you think you could possibly fulfill just one of these, I mean, there's some that are potentially a lot more attainable. Like you've got $250.
There's several that are like 400 or less.
And a couple, like if there's a few of you out there that are just especially blessed, I mean, these departments would love nothing more than to be able to receive some of this stuff. So if you have that, have that blessing and you're able to do that, please reach out, and we'd love to be able to talk to you and thank you for it. And I mean, even spend some time, come down here to the foundation, take a look. We'll show you what we do, and show you that we're trustworthy. We'll show you our financial statements, and get some of these requests filled out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing the most common thing that I get told is that should be funded. That should be taxpayer funded.
Should be.
Yeah, I agree. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, you've got volunteers showing up with just the shirt on their back and the shoes on their feet, and then nothing special either. And so ultimately you've got a lot of guys that they have a lot of heart, but they don't have any of the technology or the gear that a lot of the, maybe bigger city people do that's necessary to do what they're doing. And they're doing a lot of this stuff without it.
Yep.
Which not only puts them at risk, but I mean, it limits their capabilities. So we really, really could use those donations. So if you take a look on our website and find one that particularly tugs at your heartstrings that you might be willing to donate some money for, just, please let us know. And we'd really appreciate it.
Well, and the other thing that I tell people, especially if they're first getting in to know us, is I don't want a good job. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me where we're missing the mark.
Yep.
That will help me serve a first responder faster. I don't need the handshakes, the high fives, the thank yous. That's just not how I'm built.
Unless the handshake has money in it.
Okay. unless the handshake has money in it,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
But I want to know, how can we serve better?
Yeah.
That's it. Because that's all I care about. When I talk about we need to push and grow and whatever, it's because we've got requests out there that aren't being fulfilled.
Yep.
And so we don't run out of first responders needing things. We're struggling to connect the dots with folks that want to help.
Yeah.
And there's lots of ways to help. So flyering wise.
Yep. We need to get on that. I'm going to try my best to get out there maybe tomorrow morning and do a little bit of flyering.
Okay.
And that's going to be a good way for us to reach out to the locals and let them know that we exist, and maybe try to build just a stronger foundation off of that. But outside of that, if you can like and share our social media posts, go back and invite all of your friends to like our page. That's a super easy, quick way that you can share us with others. And then outside of that, check out our website. We've got some cool merchandise you can get there that not only reps us, but then the funds that we get from that help support our mission and what we're doing. 100% of the donations that we get go to the cause. None of us make money. We're all volunteers. I always say we get paid in handshakes and high fives and the occasional rejection letter from a grant.
It's not occasional.
It's the frequent
rejection letters.
But we're getting less. More and more people like what we're doing and see that, it's proven to be worthwhile. So, and like we always talk about too, the year 3 of, nonprofits, it's kind of your make it or break it year. So clearly we're making
gonna make it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
text
win.
Bleed Kit to 918-856-3977 and make a life-saving donation today.
The other thing is we got an email today, actually, and it was a response, just so you know, to the newsletter.
Nice.
Okay.
So if you're interested, Lacey puts out a really good newsletter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's got lots of information, but it's small. It's not a ton of reading. It's not advertisement. It's not spam. It truly is, hey, we're going to be here, or here's what we're doing, or check out this new shirt. But on the website, and I made it bigger just so you can see it, but you've got the volunteer tab. Right now we are actively seeking board members. If you would like to be a leader of an organization, this is a free open invitation.
Yep.
And then to volunteer and get on the list whenever Bryce is out doing things, or such as Okie Jeep Jam, he'll just send an email. Hey, we're doing this. Here's the time and here's where to be if you're interested.
Yep.
No pressure. All I ask is if you say you're going to do it, please.
Yep. We desperately need volunteers, especially volunteers that are willing to take an active role in what we're doing. So we don't ask for much. And not only that, but there's no obligation to anything that we're asking. We just, you throw your name on that list and we'll reach out when we have opportunities. And yeah, like John said, we just ask that if you say you'll be there, we just ask that you'll be there. But I mean, we're going to find more opportunities coming up, flyering. Hopefully we'll get some more events going. And it's really pretty simple stuff. We don't ask much from you, just your time.
One of the things that I'm going to start doing, I thought about this, of doing when we get the shirts going with Overland, is having a volunteer shirt that if you show up to a volunteer thing, we'll give you a volunteer shirt. That way, you get something out of it.
No, I get
also, you can sign up for the newsletter. I've got it on here. And it's underneath everything, underneath the volunteer form. There's subscribe. And what that is that's one way to just see what we're up to. And like I said, Lacey, it's facts. It's not sales pitch. It's not, click this button, clickbait stuff. It's
a little sales pitchy.
No, it's not. It's what we're doing.
It is what we're doing, but donate, buy a shirt, donate.
Well, yeah, but you also say, like, we were at Okie Jeep Jam, or
That's true.
Life 14,
That's
or
true.
Miss Shea went to Ukraine.
Yep.
It is a noble cause.
It is. It is a noble cause.
Buy a shirt, make a donation.
You know what we should do is so I've played Dungeons and Dragons once in my life. We should
there's a big community around that.
Oh yeah, we should learn on live how to do it.
Oh dear.
That could take a while.
That's the point.
There's I work at Best Buy, so there's a lot of people that are.
So you have a straight line connection to this.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're saying most of the time.
Time to learn. Bring him in. Yeah.
I think you're the only one on board for this.
That's usually how this works. You've seen this place, right?
I also hear, maybe I'm wrong, but I also hear that Dungeons and Dragons is like very like time consuming. Like it's a lot of, it's like, it's not just like
the one time I played it, it was like 18 hours.
Jeez.
I was going to say it might take us the whole life to learn how to play it.
I was going to say. Yeah.
That's the point.
Okay, fine.
Instead of a goblin, you're a paramedic, which is basically a goblin.
Ooh. Ooh.
Shots fired.
Mwahaha. So, like, I mean, that. No,
you didn't even do the.
John Wayne.
This is the comment that makes you guys uncomfortable. That was it. That's the one that got you all awkward.
I'm just saying. I don't know if I'm going to get on board with calling EMTs goblins.
Oh man, I am absolutely. I have met them. Yes, I have earned the right to. Oh yes, and you know who you are. There's some really friendly ones, and then there's some goblins, and I love them both.
So wouldn't there be a difference then? Would they? I don't think there's nice goblins.
Yes, there are.
It'd be like dwarves and goblins.
You've seen?
Are there trolls?
No, I didn't call them. There's a difference between
or hobbits.
The Harry Potter, the goblins were the bankers, right?
Yes.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
No.
I mean, I've never read the books, and I have a Harry Potter tattoo. So
I've read a few of the books.
I've never read the books or seen the movies.
So I hear the books are better than the movies, but the movies, I like the movies, but it's because I grew up with them.
I'm dressing up like Dobby.
Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived.
Text Bleak to 918.
918-856-3977.
There's just so much
Text
you could
Bleak
take from
it
Harry
now.
Potter.
I just the fact that no one said what the heck so far is fantastic. So
They're probably not watching this anymore.
hey, you know what we could do is a Harry Potter marathon.
That would be fun. I'd be down for that. She doesn't like Harry Potter.
Can you do that on can you do a movie on Facebook Live though?
No.
Well, you probably could.
No, I don't think you can. I think
No?
there's because they don't let you put music
Well,
on
this
there.
is how we grow our Twitch followers.
Sometimes you got to break a few eggs to
Yeah,
make a cake.
They're eggs you can't break.
That's probably not.
I can't eat eggs.
What's the saying? Well, you can watch Harry Potter.
I can.
There's no allergies associated with Harry Potter.
Not to.
Well, I mean that's not true actually. Like there's a lot of boils and itching, and the gal turns into the cat, and then the other kid sneezes.
What?
Moaning Myrtle.
Oh my god!
I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Moaning Myrtle is a ghost in the movie that like haunts the girl's bathroom.
Okay.
She died.
Okay.
Alrighty. So this Saturday, Trick or Trunk.
Yeah.
We need to get some candy for that.
Yep.
So same thing. If you guys are interested in helping and you want to just drop candy off the foundations at 4200 Southeast Adams, it's the vestibule. Is that what it's called?
That'll work.
What's it really called? Foyer.
Yeah.
The foyer is open. You can just set candy in front of our door, and we'll get it to help out to basically put candy out for the kiddos. So if you're interested in helping them that way as well, that would help us save some more funds and put more funds towards the first responders. So if you'd like to just buy a couple bags of candy and drop them by, that would be phenomenal. And those doors are open Monday through Friday, I think about 8 a.m. to about 4 p.m. That's when the dentist office is going. So you can just throw them in front of our door, and we'll get them whenever I get off work and show up in the evenings. Also tomorrow, I am speaking with the group is the Young Professionals.
Yes. Young professionals.
I am frankly
Bartlesville.
terrified, to be honest.
Why?
Because it's a room of nonprofits that have been around for a while.
That's true.
I mean, like we are probably the least established nonprofit going to be in the room, and that's interesting to me.
I don't know. I mean, we're amazing.
Ooh.
But I know
there's some good ones.
Where are your loyalties?
I know some of the things they're doing.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Like they have, the one that always in these time frames where I'm like, man, what did I do? What did I do? I always think about Paths to Independence.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
if you talk with her, it's basically she wanted something different and then just like kept going and kept just scraping up. And now they're rebuilding their facility. And so I keep, and I hope I get to tell her this one day, that because I went through with Leadership Bartlesville and heard her story, that her story keeps ringing in my ear of that next step, that, hang in there, because it's always just people just digging in deep enough that they'll make it. So, yeah, there's some phenomenal folks in there, but and that's the piece. Like we're different. Like it's just a different thing, and they are way more established, been doing it, and they're also this is what they do.
Right.
Like they are professional nonprofit people versus we're just idiot volunteers that are like, yeah, we got this. Tally-ho.
Text bleed kit
to 918-856-3977.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's humbling to be in the group of folks that I'll be standing with tomorrow. It's every one of them is just outstanding. Like even the United Way folks, there's just some great folks that are going to be there. So I'm excited and nervous to be sitting in the same area as them, to be honest.
Yep.
So you're attending, you might be attending. So yeah, so we'll be with the young professional tomorrow, and then I guess we can take some photos and let everyone know how it goes.
Yep.
Anything else?
I think that's it for me.
Any other quotes?
I could probably come up with some. Harry Potter ones.
You probably could.
I am the half-blood prince.
That's a good one. Do you have any dad jokes?
No.
Okay, none at the ready.
No.
So for those that sat through the tournament, thank you. Appreciate you guys. We actually had good internet this time, so that's a plus. Unless somebody tells us differently. Alrighty.
This is Project Tribute signing off.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
See ya.